fellow YouTubers of the world, and welcome to another grand and glorious episode of Arizona Griper, starring I, your beautiful host, Mr. Arizona. How's everybody doing? Hopefully everybody's doing well. Hopefully everybody's feeling well. And hopefully everybody's relatively having a good day. Well, looks to me like, and I've been kind of rolling this around my brain for a little while, for a long while. I've been seriously considering this. I've been seriously thinking about this. I've been, basically weighing in the pros and cons of this type of decision. But lately, I have been, and this is something that I've come to the realization too. I've been watching a lot of negative content and a lot of negative stuff that I don't think I should be surrounding myself with, and I don't think I should be into anymore. And as a result of that, I think I need to just step away and step back, reevaluate myself, and figure out, do I really want to continue with this? Do I really want to surround myself with, with people that are not really benefiting me per se, I'm just saying that I need to stop surrounding myself with negative people and negative stuff, and I need to turn on a different direction in my life. It's nothing anybody said or anybody did. It's just, maybe I just need to step away for a little bit. Hey, what's up? How you doing? Hopefully you're old enough to be here. Just remember, this is an adult stream. 18 and up. Your discretion is advised, please. If you're below the age of 18, you're going to have to leave because I can't talk to you. I'm just telling you guys that right now, so that if you get timed out or blocked or whatever, you don't get any surprises. You already know what's expected of you when you step into this chat. This is an adult chat, just letting you know. And adult language can and will be used. So, but I am going to start handling my streams a little bit more maturely and a little bit more professional, so that people get the right idea as to who I am and what I'm really about. I'm not about the negativity. I'm not about the trolling game. I'm not about any of that. I truly am not. I do not have any interest in it. What I truly am is just a person on YouTube that likes to interact with his interact with this chat and this channel and just chit chat and, have fun, just have a very typical, you know, intelligent conversation rather than just a bunch of drama and bullshit that really has nothing to do with me. It just pops up. And personally, I'm just tired of being in the fray, dude. I really am. I'm tired of getting trolled every fucking stream I do you know, because people think that, I accept the idiotic behavior and that I accept people acting immature and really unprofessional, which I'm not that way, guys. I never have been, I never will. And I know you guys are probably going to say, oh, AZ's starting to act like a prick now. AZ's starting to act like a jerk. AZ's starting to act like this, starting to act like that. Well, this is YouTube. You can feel free to think and comment on whatever you want to. It's entirely up to you. But I'm going to step away from the negativity and the bullshit and really focus on who I am and what I'm really about and why I truly want to be on YouTube. I'm not here for the drama. I'm not here for the bullshit. I never have been. I just got not drug into there, but I kind of made the poor choice of being involved in it when, by all rights, I just should have just stayed away and just say, well, not my business, not my monkey, not my circus, just stay away from it, type thing. If it doesn't involve you, don't get into it, and even if it does, you guys gotta realize on social media, you're gonna get positive and negative comments all the time on social media. You're going to get people that like you, people that don't like you, people that like your content, people that don't like your content, people that watch your content, people that don't like watching your content. It's just a mixed match of different people forming different opinions and different thoughts, views, and ideas. And I get it. I completely understand that, and by all rights, I respect people's positive and negative opinions on me and how I conduct myself and how I conduct my streams and things like that. I understand that, okay? It's completely understandable, and what's really understandable is if people start unsubscribing because I'm boring or I'm not, satisfying their whatever it is that they're looking for on this channel. I can't help that. I can't control it. It is what it is, guys. I've got to, I've got to. I've got to come to a stopping point sooner or later. I've got to come to a realization that, I'm 51 years old. I'm about to be, 51 or 52, one of the two. All right. Well, for one thing, I know why you're in here, because you're trying to distract me from what I'm talking about, but I will address your comment here in just a minute or so. Let me finish what I'm speaking on, and then I'll answer the comments accordingly. I appreciate your comment. Yeah, no problem. In fact, let's just address this comment real quick. Okay, the comment says this person, this individual, says, okay, how do you deal with the thought that you want to stop quickly and carry on? Well, here's what you do when you're thinking about something and you want to stop thinking about it. Well, that's when you switch your mindset to thinking about something else. You know, whether it's a thought or a feeling, you know, you could easily switch it. You know, you could easily change it over to something else, such as I don't know, like say for instance, like you're at a fast food restaurant, and you know, you're at a fast food restaurant, and you can't choose between what fast food meal you like and what you don't like, and this and that. You know, it's hard to choose. Well, my advice is to take a breath, breathe in and out for about 5 minutes, think about what you really want and what you really desire to have, and then go for that. And that's my best advice that I can truly give you at this point. So that hopefully helps you, and that hopefully helps to answer your question in a productive, not destructive manner. And thank you for presenting that comment. I hope that helped you out, and thank you for participating in the chat. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to like and all that kind of stuff. And you know, if you want more beautiful content such as this and a heck of a lot more, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. You know, I am trying to grow this one to at least 1K. I mean, I know it's impossible, but you know, my goal is to get every single one of my channels that I have up to 1K. So, and it's not a matter of being monetized. It's a matter of just saying, hey, I did it. Okay, let's move on. You know, like I have my other channel called Arizona Griper, and I put that up to 1K for a reason, because it wasn't bot subbed, it wasn't artificial subbed. It was actually grown naturally and organically, and it was grown to prove a point. It was grown, look, anybody on this planet can take an idea or take a subject and literally, you know, make it into something good, you know, grow it into something interesting. Because think about it. We all have hidden talents in this world. We do. We all have hidden, you know, we all have, what do you call it? Hidden talents, hidden, you know, everything. It's just that we don't, you know, we don't pay attention to it. We don't, in other words, a lot of us take our dreams and take our hopes and we just let them die out. You know, we don't care whether they come to life or not, you know, and it's really sad when a lot of people get into the I don't care type of attitude, because then when a good opportunity actually, or a good thing actually comes into your life, you tend to pass it up, or you tend to say, well, you know, maybe next time. Well, maybe there isn't a next time, you know. Maybe this is the only time that opportunity or that part of your life is actually going to present itself. And you have to decide, well, do you really want to grab onto it, or are you just going to let it go? Because, you know for a fact, that if you see an opportunity to better yourself, if you see an opportunity to do good for yourself, and you don't do it, you're going to wind up regretting it later on, and you're going to wind up kicking yourself in the butt for the rest of your life, wondering why I didn't do this, why I didn't do that, and then you're going to wind up living your life in regret, and then you're going to wind up getting depressed, and you're going to wind up getting pissed off at the world, thinking that the world owes you a living, when, the world doesn't owe you a living. You owe yourself. You owe yourself a living. And, you've been cheating yourself for far too long. You've been cheating yourself out of opportunities to do better for far too long. And I think it's about time that you should just, hey, my best advice to you is when you see yourself in a hole, get yourself out of it. Get yourself out. Dig yourself out. Find a way. It's like, okay, for instance, you're stuck somewhere, right? You're stuck somewhere and you're thinking, well, there's just no way out. I might as well just be here permanently. There's no way out. There's just no hope, no nothing. Well, technically, that's nobody causing you to do it. You're causing yourself to do that. And my strong advice to you is start thinking of a positive, like, okay, where there's a will, there's a way. Okay, I'm in a deep hole. How do I get myself out? Okay, first of all, you assess yourself. What do I have on my person that can help aid me in this situation? Okay? Once you assess that, that's zone assessment number 1. Hey, what's up? Now, zone assessment number 2. Okay, what do I have in the general vicinity that's going to help me get out of this place? And then you zone assessment number 2. And then number 3, you take those two items, combine them together, then you figure out a way of getting out of the hole, and then there you go. You're out. You're out, and guess what? You're proud of yourself. Because why? Because here's the thing. You're proud of yourself because you yourself got out of that situation. And you're a better person for it. Nobody helped you to get out of there. Nobody helped you with anything. No, you yourself got out of there. And therefore, you're a better person for it. Because that's the way I think. That's the way I feel about things sometimes. Sometimes, if you want something done right, the best way to do it is to do it yourself. And anybody can do it now. I'm sure I'm not the only one that can do it. You can do it. Anybody can. And my question is, why the fuck are half of my sausages gone? I think the dog got into it. Son of a bitch. Yeah, I'm sure she probably did. I think Aurora jumped up and got some of my sausages that were up there. She got into it and ate pretty much damn near almost all of them. So that's going to suck because I was hoping to, I was going to make some mac and cheese and I was going to put those sausages in there. But, I'm not going to cry about it. I'm not going to complain about it because, once again, that was my fault. Because if I hadn't have left it out there, none of that would have happened. So, once again, that's me, myself, not paying attention. And therefore, that's the end result of it. You know, I can't blame it on the dog. That whole scenario was created because of me. And I take full responsibility. You see, that's another thing. A lot of people, you know, things happen to a lot of different people. But I'm just saying, the main majority of the stuff that happens to us on our day-to-day lives, it's because of us. It's not because of you guys. Because of us. Like, everything, I'm going to tell you an example. Everything that happens in my life is because of me. It's not because of you, or you, or you. No, that's my fault. I take full responsibility for it. That's me. But a lot of people want to put the blame game, saying, well, this person caused this to happen, this person, no. Deflect. Peep, 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 peep. No. Don't deflect. You, all of you, are in the same position, doing the same thing because of yourselves, not because of anybody else. Because of you. You guys, everyone is responsible for their own lives and their own choices. And so you have to decide or think about, you know, did I really make the right choice? Did I really make the right decision? And if so, am I comfortable with that? Because everybody could put the blame game on somebody. Everybody could blame other people or blame someone else. Well, this person caused that. This person caused this. This person. No. Don't do that. All of us create our own misery, our own selves. All of us create our own problems, our own selves. Because why? We don't think. We don't use our brain cells. We want to rely on everybody else to do things for us when that ain't going to happen. That ain't going to fucking happen, dude. You have to rely on you to help you out in order for other people to help you. Because if you can't rely on yourself, who the fuck can you rely on? You know, seriously. You know, the old saying goes, don't put all your eggs in one basket. You know, don't put all your faith in one thing. Don't do it. You know. And that's why people said, you need to get your shit together. You need to put all your stuff on one channel and blah, 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 and that's it. I'm like, why? What's the fun in that? What's the fucking fun in that? Why should I put all my stuff on one channel? Why should I do that? I mean, that's the whole point of having multiple channels, right? Where you can, you know, select your content and just do that for a little while. You know, this works, you know, it's a method that's been working for ever since I first started on YouTube. I've always done this. I may not be successful. I may not be, you know, picture perfect. But, you know, I'm good enough. You know, I am. But like I said, I'm looking into some changes in my life, and it's, you know, it's going to be decent. because I've got to start pursuing one thing that I haven't pursued in over 51 years. Me, myself. I've never done that before. I'm always worried about everybody else. I'm always focused on everybody else. And I'm never focused on myself. I've never done anything for myself. Never have. But now, I finally have the opportunity to do so. And I'm going to. I'm going to take it. And I'm going to pursue it. And as far as all these negative channels talking shit, starting shit and all that, well, the thing is, if I don't like what they're saying, I don't have to watch it, Because think about this. The old saying goes, if you didn't see it, it didn't happen. Think about somebody talking shit, wanting you to listen, begging for you to listen. But when you're not subscribed to their channel, and when you're not paying attention to them, they're just yelling into a void for no reason. Because they're not going to get the desired effect that they want or that they crave. Because the thing that they crave is your attention. And once you deny them of that, and once you, basically say, you know what? I'm not giving you what you want. And then what do? They just slowly disappear and go away. Because they get bored. Because you're not giving them what they want. And so because you're not giving them what they want, they're just like, this guy's boring, I'm just going to go away. And they normally do. See, I can really, really grow out this channel really well. I can put out shorts for this. I can put out videos for this. And all kinds of different things that'll basically push my channel out even further. I can do that, But for now, I'm choosing not to because I'm figuring out, I don't really, to tell you the truth, I don't really put much effort into YouTube. I don't. I never have. Never will. Because YouTube's not really my, my passion, my pastime, my main thing that I do all the time. No, it's not. To me, it's just, it's just not an outlet, but, kind of like I guess what you would call a hobby. I mean, if you really want to know, I guess it's kind of a hobby. It's just something that, I just come on here and chit chat. Ain't nothing wrong with that, right? There's nothing wrong with that at all. At least I don't think there is. But who knows? Maybe the majority of you that you're watching this saying, oh, AZ's talking shit, he's saying everything wrong. Or maybe you guys are saying, drugs are no good. Drugs are the number one killer um, in this world. And drugs are not fun to be messing around with, you know. Um, I frown on what they're doing in Canada, where they're literally legalizing drugs, where they're allowing people just to take drugs, just to take them. You know, and where they're actually providing the needles and all that kind of stuff. And I think that's wrong. You know, I really think that's wrong, contributing to somebody's habit. But considering, you know, what's going on with the cost of things these days, from an economical standpoint, you know, all they're doing is just accommodating what they want. Hey, you're going to do drugs? Okay, we'll provide the needles. At least they'll be clean. Or, hey, you're going to do drugs? All right, just do them over here. Just do them right in this little spot. Because then that way you'll be safe. You won't be affecting the public. You'll just be affecting yourself. But as a humanitarian, I think that's wrong, because you should be getting them help and not enabling their behavior. That's just me. And my thoughts on cannabis and medical weed, that does help, but it does have a lot of negative benefits. If you ever looked at a weed pipe, the way it gets all that gunk, all that garbage in it when you smoke it a lot? Well, technically, that's how it gets in your lungs. But people don't believe that. People say weed's clean and all this. No, it's not. It's not as clean as people think it is. Now, I do admit, medically, yes, it does benefit. Because there was a gal that was really, really badly affected with fibromyalgia. And she gets to the point to where she's like this all the time, right? But when she's now here's the difference. She doesn't smoke it per se. What she does is she has what you call an incense burner, where she puts the nug on there and fills the bag with the smoke, and then takes it off and then inhales the smoke like that. And then, you know, but that helps her with that particular illness. Now, also, it helps with cancer patients, because it helps to keep them from throwing up and getting sick. Do I smoke? No, I do not. I've tried it, but it was not my cup of tea. I really didn't like it, you know, because it was to me, it tasted no different than smoking a cigarette. I mean, to be honest, straight up honest, I mean, it tasted no different than smoking a cigarette. I mean, even though, you know, we could debate for hours on that. Say, well, cigarettes cause cancer, blah, 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 blah. Well, how do you know that smoking weed might do the same thing? Well, weed's more cleaner. Well, that's debatable. Well, weed comes from a plant. Well, so does tobacco. But here's what one thing about weed is that differs from tobacco. With tobacco, they add all this tar and all this garbage in it. But weed, so far, is still untainted and it's still pure. Until the corporate giants get a hold of it. Then they'll add shit to it like tar and bullshit. And then they'll turn it into a popular cigarette brand, and then they'll be making millions once again because, oh, I'm smoking weed flavored cigarettes. Oh my God, I'm getting high and addicted at the same time. So there you go. Anyway, guys, I'll be right back. I gotta take a dump. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back, guys. Oh, I don't know what is going on with my valves lately, but whatever combination I did, I think it's working great. And I think I'm going to be well clear when I start my prep for my colonoscopy. I'm pretty sure I'm going to be in the clear for that. I'm pretty sure I'm going to be in the clear for that one. That's for sure. That's for damn sure. Because I'm on a I'm on a stool softener, and I'm on a fiber supplement, and they're both working great hand in hand. So, yeah. So that's a good place. Like I said, man, I'm going to start putting myself in a better headspace, and I just need to just be away from the negativity and the drama, and focus on good things. You know, focus on good stuff. And as you can see in the background, Aurora probably wants inside. So, see, Aurora's trying to stir some stuff. Aurora, come on, get in here. What you doing? Oh, my wife's home.
Pues estoy afuera, cabrón, y no te fijas que estoy afuera metiendo las cosas, que el chingo bote te digo. No, eches la basura, amarra bien las bolsas. Vete a lavar el bote de basura de afuera.
Well, anyway.
Pendejo, de veras, tú nomás estás adentro y no haces nada igual a la chingada, pero eres cochino a la chingada.
I got to mute because my wife's pissed at me, so.
Saca unos
You know what? Fuck it. Let's just let this roll naturally and let this roll organically. Okay? So anyway, back to the fray, ladies and gentlemen. My wife came back from the Dollar Tree, so got a few things. Tissue paper. That's always nice. Oh, she got us some Butterfinger ice cream bars. Oh, those are going to be neat. Never had them before. I'm going to let them freeze up, though, before I get into one. Damn, she got some heavy shit here. She got, another thing of Mountain Dew. The last one that was here, I only got one glass of it, and that was it. But it's okay because I'm not supposed to have soda anyway. So, I get it. I understand. It's all good. So, but yeah. She also got pomegranate blueberry. That's usually good. And plus she got the 4-pack of Dr. Shasta. What it is that she either gets the cola or the Sprite. You know, whatever happens to be there, you know. No big deal. What else is going on? I think that's about it. I know I don't have anybody in here, but you know, you never can tell. People might stroll in. Like I said, there is ways that I can grow this channel. I just don't know if it's going to be, you know, if it's going to be worth the effort or not. Well, you're there to make money. No, I'm not. I'm not here to make money. I don't give a fuck. You know, I get blessed either way. And I don't need money. I don't. I get plenty of money in real life. I don't need it here. I'd appreciate it if I did, but, you know, I don't know. Like I said, I just don't see myself putting that much effort into it, you know. YouTube's not that big of a focal point, you know what I mean? It just never has been. And I hope I don't mean like I'm saying being a prick or anything like that. But I'm just tired of being, you know, getting trolled because people think that I'm a negative person, which that's not the case at all. So, you know, most people know me as a really good person. It's just that, you know, I surround myself with negative people when I shouldn't be. You know, those type of people that I should be just stepping away from and cutting myself off from, period. It's no offense against them. It's just that, you know, I can't be around negative people. I can't be around that type of atmosphere anymore. You know, I just can't. Huh. I could see why they sold these at the dollar store. Because look, one can out of the 4 dented. And that could have happened because maybe somebody accidentally dropped them or whatever and just said, you know, left it like that. But, you know, who knows? But still tastes the same. Anyway, cheers. Was that Dr. Pepper? I'll be damned. It is. It's Dr. Shasta. Wow. Okay. This Dr. Pepper tastes funny. It tastes like cough syrup. Like I said, dude, when you stop drinking soda for a while and then you slowly start it up again, it's, you know, it ain't the same. It just isn't. I don't know why. It just, you know, just it is what it is, I guess. I'm gonna pour this in a goddamn cup or something. Fuck. I pour it in a glass, it might be a little better. Doubt it, but never can tell. And I know, you know, there's a story about glass like this, saying that crystal glasses, saying that there's a lot of lead in there and all that. Fuck it. You know, here's the point I'm trying to make. We're all gonna die of something one day. So why not just enjoy yourself? You know? You know, just enjoy life. You know, enjoy who you are. Enjoy the bounty that the good Lord has placed in front of you, you know? There's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that in the slightest. There really isn't. You know. Oh, man. I do, however, feel a few pounds lighter, so whatever is going on inside of my body, I hope it keeps going, because whatever it is, it's working. So, but yeah, people can laugh at me. Oh, he's got nobody in his chat and blah 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 blah. Well, guess what? Since when have I ever cried about numbers? Never. Since when have I worried about being monetized or making money on here? Never. Never have. I never will. Because frankly, I don't give a damn. I don't really care. Hey, if I hit that sweet spot, I hit the sweet spot. If I do, I do. If I don't, I don't. Not that it matters. I gotta get out of here because they're just gonna start a chaos. Yep, I hear you. Bye-bye. He's going to start up chaos, so I just came in here. Not really chaos, it's just, you know, he's got to let his dogs out to go to the bathroom, so happens. You know, I'm going to slow that down, and I'm going to change it to a green one for a little bit. Maybe something new here, right? Let's see what this does. That's my red one. That's the blue and green. Blue and red. Makes me look like the Terminator. Nah. I'll just stick with the blue. Blue's my favorite color anyway. So the old saying goes, hey, if it ain't broke, why fix it? Right? No, my eyes look a little weird. So, yeah. Guys, remember when I did this? Yeah. Spicy Gummy Bear Challenge, ladies and gentlemen. I did that, by the way. It's on YouTube, guys. Look on to my Griper channel and you'll see it. Also, I actually cooked a steak. But anyway, I actually cooked a steak by using the power of the sun. That's it. It's true. Oh, my beard, man. It's coming in nice. Yeah. Good. Doing very, very good. Anyway, guys, I'm going to go ahead and head out. So you guys take care. Much love. And I'll see you on the next one. Peace. And as usual, thank you for watching. Later, guys. Bye.